Okay, so in this tutorial, I'm just going to do an in-depth explanation of the cosine rule. Then we do 2 examples, then we'll be done. So the cosine rule says that c squared is equal to b squared plus a squared minus 2ab cos c. So if you take note, you see that we started with c squared and we ended with cos c, right? So this can be rearranged to fit the specific question that you're answering. Okay, so we can even rearrange it to say that a squared is equal to b squared plus c squared minus 2bc minus 2bc cos of a, right? You see that we started with a squared, we ended with cos a, right? Okay, so get this. The cosine rule can only be applied to triangles which are not right-angled triangles, right? And in which 2 sides are given and the included angle is given. What do I mean? So I want you to focus this part of the triangle, right? Let's say side C is given and side A is given and the included angle is given, right? That's the only condition in which you apply the cosine rule. So with that being said, let's get into our first question. And as you can see, our first question is very clear. This side is given and this side is given and the included angle is given. And also the angle is a non-right angle triangle. So those are the conditions in which you apply the cosine rule, right? So even if we move to our second example. So if you move to our second example, you can see that the triangle is just a bit shifted, right? But this side is given, this side is given, and the included angle is given. And also the triangle is not a right angled triangle. So if the triangle is not a right angle triangle, and this side is given, and this side is given, and the included angle is given, that's the condition in which you apply the cosine rule. Okay? Okay, so let's get back to solving our first example, which is example A. Okay, so in our first example, we are supposed to find this side, which is side A. So therefore, we are going to use the cosine rule in this instance. So therefore, we're going to say A squared is equal to B squared plus C squared minus 2BC cos of what? Cos of A, right? Okay, so the second step now will be substituting the variables with their values, right? So therefore, A for the moment has no value, so A squared is equal to what is the value of B? Okay, so if we get to the triangle, this is angle B, and the opposite side, this is side B, right? This is angle C, the opposite side is side C, right? So this is clear, and this is angle A, and the opposite side is side A. Okay, so let's get back to substituting these variables with their values. So B is 3 centimeters, therefore 3 centimeters squared plus C is 5 centimeters, therefore we have 5 squared minus 2 times what? Times B. What is B? B is 3 centimeters times C. What is C? C is 5 centimeters. Again, cos of what? Cos A. What is A? A is 49 degrees. So therefore we have 49 degrees. So therefore we're going to do further simplification. So further simplification, A squared is going to be equal to 3 squared. 3 squared is 9 plus 5 squared is equal to 25 minus 2 times 3 times 5. Okay, so 2 times 3 is 6, 6 times 5 is 30. So 30 cos of 49 degrees. Okay, so don't ever make a mistake of saying 25 minus 30, right? So because this is one term, right? This is 30 cos 49 degrees. Okay, so let's do further simplification again. Okay, so we're at this point now. A squared is going to be equal to 9 plus 25 is going to be equal to 34 minus 30 cos 49 degrees. So this is a tricky point, right? So I want you to make sure that your calculator is in degrees, right? So once you've made sure that your calculator is in degrees, punch 30 cos 49, right? So if you punch 30 cos 49, you get that 30 cos 49 is equal to 19.7, right? Correcting to the nearest decimal place. So therefore, A squared is equal to 34 minus 19.7, right? I corrected this figure to the nearest decimal place. Okay, so therefore we have A squared is equal to 34 minus 19.7 is equal to 14.3, right? 14.3, pardon my handwriting. Okay, so at this point now, we are done, right? We are just going to apply the square root sign, and we will reach the end of then we will reach our solution. So then applying the square root sign, right? Applying the square root sign. So therefore, the square root of a squared is a is equal to the square root of 14.3 is equal to 3.78, correcting to the nearest 3 decimal places. So therefore, a is equal to 3.7, obviously, in centimeters. So that's side A, right? So we are moving on to our second example, right? So this is our second example. So I'll leave the second example for you to try it on your own.